Hey, what's up there, guys? So, I know it's been days since my last update on Riku's Way to the Dawn Keyblade, but I was working on a lot in between and been busy with work and stuff like that too, so um, a lot of the next step had required quite a bit of work to do as well. So the parts that you see in paint right now, basically everything had been covered in tape. Um, so I had to be very careful removing all of that. Sometimes the tape will pull up paint with it, which is probably going to be the same issue for this buddy here. So I'm going to have to be pretty careful, or just end up repainting it all white there. I mean, I guess it's not really gonna matter too much for this part here, but I do want it painted. I also have the white spray paint, but if this stuff gets on the styrofoam itself, it's gonna eat right through it. So I don't think I'll do that unless it's gonna be for the last coat there. But yeah, so I took off all the tape and was very careful. Some of the spots I had to end up repainting, and as you can see, like with this spot here, I ended up going back to my last mistake. I went and did some more sanding, but I really wanted it to be nice and smooth. I didn't want any bubbles, and when I was painting it, I did my best not to make any bubbles or anything like that. Like I went over it like multiple times to make sure, but while it's drying, sometimes it'll come down on the other side, so it's kind of hard to prevent. But yeah, so I guess this little spot here, it's not really gonna matter that much. Everything else looks pretty good, but yeah. So I went ahead and I used cardboard with tape rather than covering this whole thing with tape. Just cut out a cardboard box if you're doing the same thing, and cut it out in the shapes of the part that you're covering up. That way it covers it completely, and then you tape over it. That way it doesn't pull up paint when you're going to be taking it off, or won't pull up as much rather. And also it protects your paint from any other paint, like the blue paint. It'll protect your red paint from the blue paint. So I did that for this part, and this part here on both sides. And just get crafty with your craft knife. Just kind of like tear up a box with a big size of cardboard, and then just kind of like hold it over and give an average shape about it, and then hold it there, size it up, and then see where you need to cut off more, if at all. And so I also went ahead and I used the grocery bag for the other side of the guard and the grip, to cover that. So that's been pretty nifty itself. I really like this trick, this method. It seems to work pretty well. So I think I may end up doing that, especially if I need to do a little more detailed work. I may end up cutting up the bag and doing more. But as for the grip, you guys can't see it now, but I used some electrical tape for it, and then I'll end up going back over it with some duct tape as well, because the grip is black and red. So I'm going to do some red duct tape around it. I was thinking I would use, like I did with another project, shoelaces, but the problem with shoelaces is that they tend to fidget around a lot, even if you wrap them very, very tight. Um, and so it's kind of annoying. But yeah, right now this is basically just the first shot on the one side. The paint's already almost dry here, so I'm gonna end up laying down another coat on this side, probably just to make it nice and good before I get started on the other side. But I can show you guys the other side right now too. So it's basically the same thing on the other side. It's just that yeah. So it's looking pretty good. Oh yeah, you can see some of my little sizing pieces around here. Got all of them all over the place. So yeah, you'll be doing a lot of sizing if you want to go ahead and do this method. But I feel like it's going to be very, very helpful to do that. So the paint doesn't run, and that so you don't pull off any extra paint while doing it. But yeah, if you like this video, if you found it helpful, leave a comment or a like. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. I will be doing more, and just let me know what you think. All right, thanks guys. Have a good day.